Here comes more Catholic nonsense. This is the difference that I've noticed after 12 videos of Protestant versus Catholic. The Protestants have no history to their dogma, their tradition, their thinking. Their history would be, say, the early reformers, but the early reformers hold no real beliefs to what the non-denominational, because that's what pretty much everyone is today, Protestant-wise. They hold no dogma to the early reformers. The early reformers actually had dogma because the Catholic Church was relevant in their lives because many of them came out of the Catholic Church. So they at least had a standard of church teaching that was compiled over 1,500 years. Since Luther till today, there is no dogma. So if your pastor today dies, so does the dogma. So does his teaching. If you die, so does your teaching. So if you say, listen, I actually believe what my pastor believes, he's your head bishop. If you don't go to church, which is a mortal sin in Catholicism, if you don't go to church, then you are your own bishop. You are your own interpretation, which no early church father ever believed. No early church father was like, interpret this scripture on your own. It was go to the traditions, whether it's spoken or written, as it says in 1 Thessalonians. It's tough for me to say that word. When it comes to any teaching, when it comes to morality or ethics, there is no catechism, there is no book. You say, oh, Bible, but your truth is different than your buddy's truth. That's why you have Bible studies. And your pastor's truth is different than the way that you interpret it, which is different than the way the guy across the street interprets it. So there is no truth. There is no objective morality. There is no objective standard. It's all subjective. Everything is subjective. There's subjective sexuality to morals, to dogma, to ethics, to the Bible, to certain books, to history, to Martin Luther, Zwingli, Knox, Calvin, Henry VIII, whatever. It's all subjective. There is no truth. It's all my truth, different than your truth. That's the biggest difference. There's no standard on how to interpret scripture. That's the difference. That's huge. That's huge. So that means in 15 years, it's going to be different than it is today, it was 30 years ago. Just even the teaching of the pastors, the way they dress is totally different. The way the faithful believe is totally different. That happened within the last 50 years within Protestantism.